Cue the spotlight on media representation, an influential force shaping societal attitudes and perceptions. When it comes to the LGBTQ community, the media's role is crucial. Picture this. From the early days of stereotypical portrayals to today's more diverse narratives, we've seen a significant shift. Rewind to the 90s, characters were often typecast, reinforcing harmful stereotypes. Fast forward to today, we're witnessing a more nuanced representation. From Orange is the New Black to Schitt's Creek, the rainbow of experiences is showcased. This shift doesn't just reflect society, it helps shape it. More visibility, more understanding. Yet, it's not all rainbows. Underrepresentation and negative stereotypes persist. We've come far, but the journey continues. Remember, every story told, every character portrayed, each one can make a difference. Media representation matters. It's a powerful tool. Let's wield it wisely.
There's just endless, full-blown lies about our lives, our healthcare, just who we are. Like with my mom, I'd send her stuff, articles and things which she read, and and so in many ways, I think it's about sharing the correct information.
Now to a man in custody for allegedly trying to kidnap an 11-year-old boy over the weekend. Neighbors, as you would imagine, are still shook up, but there are a lot of unanswered questions about exactly what happened. 19's Katie Tursik now with the latest developments.
Alliance police tell us this was the second time that Joshua Freyermuth was arrested over the weekend. He was arrested on Friday for possession of methamphetamine, but was then released from jail.
We have probable cause to believe that an incident did take place. We're still investigating it. We are still looking into the circumstances, if he has an alibi.
Joshua Freyermuth was arrested Sunday evening after he allegedly attempted to kidnap an 11-year-old boy in Alliance on South Webb Avenue. According to Alliance police, Freyermuth was arrested on the 2200 block of Route 62 in Columbiana County on a warrant of attempted kidnapping.
He was actually arrested just outside of Stark County, at an adjacent county. It was outside of Alliance's jurisdiction by about a quarter of a mile. I don't believe that was by design. It was just something that's where he was at. He was at a friend's house, and we were able to go arrest him without incident. He surrendered. Obviously, he's pretty upset he's being arrested, and he is denying any of the allegations.
Zachary Thurmond, the father of the 11-year-old boy, says Freyermuth grabbed his son's arm and said he wanted to talk to him.
And when he grabbed my son's arm, my dog attacked him, and then he stumbled back off the stairs. And then when he kicked his heels off, and my son said he had white high heels on, and he took off running that way down the street. But I come out of the house, and I had on pajama pants and house shoes, and I chased the man down to that white house down here.
The 11-year-old boy was not hurt and is safe. Of course, this is a developing story, so when we learn more, we'll have that for you right here on 19 News. Kate Tursek, 19 News.
A local man locked up for a crime he says he did not do. He claims he can prove it and that he has an alibi.
All right, police for right now telling a whole different story, however. At 5, we told you how prosecutors say he tried to abduct an 11-year-old boy.
I'll know at 6 o'clock our Brittany Weir with why there's significant controversy around this particular case.
Joshua Freyermuth appeared in court via video from Stark County Jail. He did not enter a plea to various felony charges. He is accused of attempting to kidnap an 11-year-old boy Sunday morning in Alliance. However, multiple times in court, Freyermuth said he did not do this.
I wasn't even there for that. The other things, okay, but I didn't try to kidnap anybody, and I just want to go home.
Joshua Freyermuth pleading with a Stark County judge. He says the kidnapping charges against him are false. The 39-year-old arrested early Sunday morning. According to police, Freyermuth attempted to kidnap an 11-year-old boy from his Alliance home. Prosecutors say officers were called out to the South Webb Avenue home around 9 Sunday morning. Zachary Thurmond, the father of the 11-year-old boy, telling 19 News, Freyermuth grabbed his son's arm while the boy was taking the dog out. Then Freyermuth said he wanted to talk to the child.
And when he grabbed my son's arm, my dog attacked him, and then he stumbled back off the stairs. And then when he kicked his heels off, and my son said he had white high heels on, and he took off running that way down the street. But I come out of the house, and I had on pajama pants and house shoes, and I chased the man down to that white house down here.
These accusations have gained a lot of attention on social media, which Alliance police say might have played a factor in this arrest.
Based on the evidence that we have at the time, we had a probable cause to make an arrest. Okay. And again, that is probably just as well for his safety, based on the reaction on social media and the amount of people that have decided that they want to take this into their own hands.
Freyermuth says he has an alibi, telling the judge he was at a friend's house when the alleged kidnapping and dog attack happened.
He asked me about dog bites. I don't have any.
After hearing Freyermuth out, the judge set his bond at $100,000. Freyermuth is also charged with drug possession and obstructing official business. He's expected to appear back in court next Monday for a preliminary hearing. In Alliance, Brittany Weir, 19 News.
All right, guys, I got some updates to bring you guys. You remember this story right here about Joshua Freyermuth up there in Alliance, Ohio, where Joshua was falsely accused of kidnapping a kid, and the father came out and backed him up, said he sicked his dog on him. Come to find out, all of that was a lie. We pushed to find out the truth. Come to find out, people are spreading all kinds of misinformation regarding Joshua. Joshua wants to go by the name Val. So Val was falsely accused of kidnapping and didn't have any dog bites, anything, was minding his own business. And then all of a sudden, somebody wants to get on the bandwagon and jump on with these people on the book face and say that Val did something when he didn't. And Tip Talk, you're exactly right. You know, stop persecuting people because they're different. You know what I'm saying? Because it's happened all through the years. You know, people look at us that are black and brown different and they fear us. There are people look at other people who are different in life and they fear them. You know what I'm saying? And my dad, he told me a story a long time ago between the difference between a butterfly and a spider. If you see a butterfly and a spider, which one you going to take out first? You know, and naturally everybody's going to say the spider because they fear the spider. But my dad had told me when I was at a young age, I didn't understand it till I got older, that there are many species of butterflies that are more poisonous than spiders are. And spiders, there are a lot of them out here that help us more than harm us. So many times you could be missing out on a blessing. You could be missing out on a good friend. You could be missing out on many things because you're judging someone based off of being different. And there's a lot of people that's on the book face over there that are spreading these lies that are all through. They even got groups created about Val. Sitting up here, you know, talking about, you know, kidnapping kids and doing all this other stuff. And none of it is founded. They're just going based off of gossip. They're going based off of fear. I didn't realize the video had went that far, but it did go far. And Val reached out and told me, you know, thank you for the video that you made, because a lot of people have been going against Val. A lot of people have been talking against Val, all this stuff, right? Even to the point where Val is being persecuted and falsely accused, where Val's van has been impounded and still hadn't got the van back. And that's sad, all based off of lies and fear. And one thing that Val asked in that email was, what legally can I do to get my van back, and what legally can I do for all these people that are coming up against me? Well, there are legal ramifications for lying, filing false police reports, defamation, and all kinds of stuff. Get you an attorney. But one good thing that I want to pass on so that Val will know, and anybody else that wants to spread these lies, you will be held accountable. Well, you remember him. He reached out also because he was talking a lot of yin-yang. But look, the 11-year-old that got up there and falsely accused Val, a.k.a. Joshua Freyermuth, for a false kidnapping claim, well, the 11-year-old has been arrested for making that false claim. And that 11-year-old has been charged with one juvenile count of making a false alarm, a misdemeanor, right? And for lying that a 39-year-old man attempted to snatch him on September the 22nd from a yard over there in Alliance. And with that false kidnapping claim, it went on to fuel a whole lot of rumors and a whole bunch of accusations against Joshua Freyermuth, a.k.a. Val, all on social media, all kinds of stuff. And none of it was determined to be true. The police did a thorough investigation. And even when the police went back and interviewed the 11-year-old, they found out that that 11-year-old had lied. So this should be a lesson for everybody, including Zachary Thurman, the guy that was on the news interview. Don't get on these bandwagons just to try to fit in. Don't do that, because you can ruin somebody's life. We see it every single day. And for those that are continuing on with these lies and continuing on with these posts, even the groups that you have over on the book face, I hope and pray that Joshua, a.k.a. Val, goes along and gets an attorney and sues every single one of y'all, because it's wrong what you're doing. You're putting somebody's life in danger. Stop that. Stop that.
We have just learned an 11-year-old in Alliance has been charged for making false alarms after claiming a man tried to kidnap him, leading to that man's arrest. Police say the boy was lying when he claimed that a 39-year-old man attempted to lure him on September 22nd from a yard in Alliance. Those charges against the man were dropped earlier this week.
In the blink of an eye, let's delve into a topic intertwining human rights and societal structures, LGBTQ rights within the prison industrial complex. An identity could lead to higher incarceration risks. Alarming, right? It's a harsh reality for many LGBTQ individuals facing systemic biases. The prison complex is more than crime punishment. It's an industry exploiting marginalized communities, including LGBTQ. The struggle for LGBTQ rights extends beyond marriage equality. It's a battle against a system disproportionately targeting them. Change starts with awareness and then action. This is a plea for empathy and justice because everyone deserves freedom.
That's something that I found really, really helpful, is sharing, the correct information to help educate people, whether it's an article or a memoir by a trans person. You remember getting her Thomas Page McBee's book, Amateur, to read, and she was so moved by it. And, that's some advice I give, I guess.